My dad thought he could hit my mom and get away with it. He thought no one would ever know, just another bruise hidden behind silence. But what he didn't expect was me, his own child, and the revenge I delivered didn't just hurt his pride, it shattered his entire reputation. If you've ever dreamed of serving justice to someone who thought they were untouchable, hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up. This story isn't just about revenge, it's about breaking the cycle of silence and making karma strike back harder than ever. My story starts in a house that looked normal from the outside. To neighbors, we were the quiet family, polite hellos, trimmed lawn, nothing unusual. But behind closed doors, it was a different story. My dad, he wasn't just strict, he was unpredictable. The kind of man whose footsteps in the hallway could make your heart race because you never knew if he was coming with a smile or with anger. My mom, she carried the weight of his temper in silence. I grew up seeing her flinch at slammed doors, pretend everything was fine at family gatherings, and put on makeup. Just a little thicker than usual on certain mornings, but this time it was worse. It happened. Just yesterday, a fight sparked something small like they always did. His voice thundered through the walls. I froze in my room, every muscle tense, listening to the escalation, and then I heard a sickening crack. I ran into the living room, and there she was, my mom, clutching her face, her eye already swelling, the skin darkening. Right before my eyes, my dad's hand still raised, his chest heaving with rage. For a moment, time stopped. My mom, the woman who'd protected me. All my life looked so small, so broken, and he just stood there like he owned the air we breathed. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. My throat felt like it was closing. All I could think was, this can't be hidden anymore. Next morning, my mom called in sick to work. She didn't want anyone to see her. She stayed in bed, curtains drawn, avoiding mirrors. I sat there staring at her face, purple, swollen, a living reminder of his violence. My chest burned with anger. Mom, we have to tell someone, I whispered. She shook her head, eyes brimming with tears. No, it'll just make things worse. That was the cycle, always silence, always pretending, but this time I couldn't stomach it, because if we stayed quiet, he'd weenie thought about calling the police, but Mom begged me not to. She wasn't ready for the chaos that would bring. She didn't even want to tell her own parents, but me. I was in hiding. I opened my phone. My hands trembled as I pulled up the camera. I told her, Mom, just one picture, please. This can't stay in the dark. She didn't stop me. The shutter clicked. The image seared itself into my memory. Her bruised face, her downcast eyes, proof, evidence, truth. That's when an idea hit me, a dangerous one, but one that made my pulse race with determination. I stared at that picture all night. My anger turned into resolve. I couldn't just sit by while my mom suffered, and then I knew exactly what to do. My dad thought his worst enemy was the police, but he was wrong. His worst enemy was exposure. His precious image of being a respected man in the family, the responsible one, the one who everyone turned to for advice, I was about to destroy that image completely. I wasn't just going to tell someone, I was going to tell everyone. I crafted the message carefully, no rants, no explanations, just the photo attached. With a single sentence, this is what Dad did to Mom yesterday. But as my finger hovered over the send to family group button, doubt hit me like a wave. What if they didn't believe me? What if they turned against me? What if it only made life harder for Mom? I almost deleted it twice, but then I remembered the look in her eyes, the way she avoided the mirror, the way she winced every time she moved her jaw. That wasn't just pain, it was defeat, and I couldn't let her live like that anymore, so I hit send. My phone exploded with notifications, first gasps, shocked emojis, then the questions. What happened? Is this real? How could he? And then the outrage, the judgment, the fury directed at my dad. Within minutes, my uncles, aunts, cousins, even grandparents knew the man they respected. The man they thought was the provider was suddenly unmasked as the coward he truly was. I Watched my dad's phone light up across the room, call after call. He went pale then red. He stormed into my room, face twisted in rage. What did you do? He barked. I looked him straight in the eye. For the first time, I wasn't afraid. He showed them the truth. The fallout was immediate. My mom's parents drove over the next morning. They held her, cried with her, promised she'd never be alone again. My dad tried to talk his way out of it. It was just a fight. She provoked me. It's not what it looks like. But no one was buying it. For once, the spotlight wasn't protecting him. It was burning him alive. Calls came. From work, from family, from friends. He couldn't escape. His image was gone, shattered beyond repair in me. For the first time, I felt powerful. Not because I hurt him with my fists, but because I took away the one thing he valued most, his reputation. Karma didn't need a punch, it needed the truth. Revenge wasn't about violence. It was about breaking the silence, about giving my mom a voice when she felt powerless. Sometimes the greatest weapon isn't anger, it's truth. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed? And don't forget to subscribe, because we've got more stories where karma serves justice in the most unexpected ways.